Now, as these migrants are bussed across the country, they're starting new chapters of their lives in strange new cities with hardly any resources. And that is where New York Mennonite Immigration Program advocate Maria Aponte steps in. She's joining us now. Ms. Aponte, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I want to get something clear right off the bat. These folks that are being bussed, they are asylum seekers. They have made asylum claims. They have temporary legal status. Is that right?
Yes, they are. They're currently asylum seekers awaiting submitting their asylum claims.
So just important to get that off the bat. This does not constitute illegal immigration. So what does your organization do once they get there? It sounds like the governors of Arizona and Texas, they bust them out of their city, and then they don't really have a plan for what happens. You are the plan.
Yeah. Well, community partners providing emergency shelter link with organizations like New York Mennonite Immigration Program. What we do is that we go into shelters and meet with the immigrant population that they are serving. We provide needs assessment and a legal assessment to assess if they may qualify for an immigration benefit, such as adjustment of status, citizenship, renewal of green cards, and things like that. We also act as a bridge for other legal representations needed for people that need representation from an immigration lawyer for their immigration cases.
And I know that these folks have different situations. Not everyone is the same, but is there any common thread here? Do they come here saying, I've got a cousin in, Iowa I need to reach? What do they need and what are their statuses when they come as far as how quickly they can get out of these sanctuary cities?
The people that I've come across when working with the newcomers into our city are people that have no resources and no network of support in our country. They have arrived at our border asking for safety. They are asking for asylum, which is a basic human right. And they are then paroled into the United States and in order to be able to submit their asylum claims. However, they are under a time frame. People that are seeking asylum have to submit their claims within 1 year of entering the United States. So there is a great need for legal representation for these people.
So they have a whole year to submit their claim, and then the legal process of deciding what happens with that claim might take longer after that, right?
It may or it may not. However, the application must be submitted within that 1 year time frame.
Once again, these folks are on the clock, so who's keeping track of them? Who keeps track of them to make sure that they show up to court, do the things they're supposed to do, and don't disappear into our country?
Well, I've come across some that are currently placed in our shelters and have court appointments next month in other states. One of them had a court appointment in Florida, and they're arriving in New York City without the means of being able to make those court dates. So community organizations such as New York Mennonite Immigration Program and the New York City shelter system and staff are doing everything that we can to meet the needs of these newcomers into our city.
All right, that is Maria. I apologize. We have to go. That is Maria Aponte. She's with the New York Mennonite Charity. She helps the folks that have been shipped up to New York and other places figure out what's next. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.